the life of the party.
Yo, Fatez, what's good, my brother?
Yes, brother, all good, man, all good. Good to see you, fam.
Yeah, nice to see you in a different element, bro.
Trust me. Spotlight on and all that.
Yeah, lights, camera, action, as you do, man. But basically, you know what it is right about now, it's about the life of the party mixtape.
Yeah.
You've been grinding in the studio. Boy, how long now? How long's it been in the making?
Sort of the last 6 months properly.
Okay,
I think I was playing with sort of different tracks and different ideas, and I just wanted to come with sort of a concept that people could relate to.
Okay, yeah, let me stop you there for a second, because obviously, the life of the party, some people may get the idea that it's all about popping bottles and, you know, that whole thing, and break down the concept, because I don't think it's what people expect.
I like to be a bit tongue-in-cheek sometimes, and I got that sort of thing about my character, I guess, and I know what people would sort of expect from me with that sort of title. I know they'd expect it to be about parties, the girls, all the good stuff. In reality, that life is obviously just a part of something. That's not 24/7, that's not really how it is. And I wanted to sort of, with the tape, break down the concept of the highs and the calm downs, to use that pun, like of that life.
A lot of the ravers who party to drum and bass, that, you know, they kind of live for that weekend,
That
rush, man, and they definitely go in. So, you know, you've kind of experienced that, you've seen it. Have you got involved yourself in the party, or what? Without kind of taking it.
There's a couple rumors. No, I think it's there to be enjoyed, and I think it'd be wrong not to enjoy it. You know, you have got to enjoy the moment. Obviously, I come from a more sort of hip hop background, but I'm aware that there's an audience there from that drum and bass scene that obviously know what I do now, and I wanted to give them something they could relate to as well, but you know, through my own style of music.
Is there any personal experiences that have shaped kind of the stories and the idea and the conceptual vibe of the mixtape?
Definitely. I think, especially with the title track, Life of the Party, for me, I mean, to break down that song, you know, that is about times I've been on stage or been in raves and been in parties and seen that girl losing herself in a moment. Nothing matters, not the boys trying to talk to her, not who's even on stage, anything, just that whole lost in a dance floor, lost in the moment thing. I've seen that so many times now that I kind of wanted to break down her story. What took her to that point, you know, what made her be there that night or every week, that buzz to feel that need to be there sort of thing.
So that's kind of what you're talking about on the title track?
Yeah, definitely.
And there's a video dropping for that as well?
Yep. At the end of May, we're going to drop a video for that before the mixtape, so I'm looking forward to putting that out there.
Yeah, well, that's another thing I want to talk about as well, because obviously I've kind of heard it develop. And what I've heard is, you know, there's a few different producers on the tape, but one guy I think, you know, has to get the mention.
Yeah, Reese Beats,
because I think you see it a lot in music, you know, like certain rappers will come up with certain producers and they'll just create, there'll be a mad chemistry. And that producer will go and work with other people and that rapper will go and work with other people, but there's something about when those people link up.
Well, when we do something together, it's just something special, and I think, you know, once I was sure of the concept and I spoke to him about it and the sort of tracks I wanted, you know, the reaction from him was just like, you know, I couldn't ask for any better.
What do you think is the most personal one to you and why?
To me, it would probably be My World, My Words.
Yeah.
Just
break that down, because I mean, just give you a little bit of background to this one. You kind of like, that came out, was it just after Christmas?
Yeah, January,
First thing you put out this year, January, and I remember certain people, even people like Sub-Zero from the drum and bass scene hollering at me like, yo, he's on a whole new wave with this. And I think the comments and people, it was like, wow, they really gravitated towards that new sound.
Definitely.
And that honesty you were talking about in the lyrics. So break that tune down, man.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, you know, music's always been therapy. Found that's what made me fall in love with music, is the fact that it gave me a place to kind of talk about things which emotionally I would keep bottled up. Coming out into the start of the year, I had a lot going on in my personal life and a lot of things going on in the people I care about around me's personal life. And I felt the best way to reach that for me was with that track, and to kind of put everything I was feeling at that time and everything I was seeing around me into that, you know, into them 64 bars. And that even now, you know, I listened to it the other day and it just kind of, it brings a rush back of that emotion of that time. Like, I know exactly how I felt at that moment when I wrote that, and that makes it kind of personal to me. And so that's definitely, you know, for me.
I think when you can actually put your personal feelings across like that and it's as raw as that, and the emotion is as real as that, that's when people really gravitate towards you as an artist.
And that's what I love, is like from the comments and the reaction to that, it's kind of people, even though I was showing a bit of vulnerability and showing that, you know, not everything's perfect.
Yeah, because too many rappers want to be Superman, bro.
Yeah.
Too many rappers want to act like they don't smile. They don't want to crack a smile.
Yeah,
bro. That's why I like Mike Righteous thing, crack a smile. Do you know what I mean? Like we all smile, we all cry, everyone gets angry, everyone feels these emotions. So I think the best rappers right now in these times are the guys that are kind of putting that into their music and getting out there. So I think you're on the right track with where you're going.
Yeah, I think people need that. I think the last people need right now is someone gassing them up about how amazing the world is, because that ain't the world we're living in. And that perfection, you know, perfection doesn't exist. We can all strive for it, but you know, even I, you know, you can see me on the stage and having the best time of my life. Yeah, I was on the stage during those few months, enjoying myself, but I was coming off the stage and having things going on, and people around me were having stuff going on. And having to deal with those sort of things, and I wanted to put that out there for people and to get that support from the people that support my music. You know, it was a big thing. You know, I've got love for them for that, and that's why I wanted to give them this tape for free. You know.
Break it down, man. Release date.
Yeah.
When's it dropping, man?
Life of the Party on the 7th of June, man. Friday the 7th of June, we're gonna put it out there. I'm gonna drop the title track video, Life of the Party, the week before that.
A week before, yeah.
Yeah, a week before.
So they get to kind of like.
Soak it in, man, and then we're just gonna give them the mixtape for free on the Friday after, man, on the 7th of June. So
big. Looking forward to it, man. Obviously, like I said, I know I've heard it, so I know how deep it is. I know the concepts. I know the beats. You know what I mean? I know how important it is to get it out there for you as well, and for the whole team. So looking forward to it, my brother.
Big up, man.
Life of the Party, yeah.